Hi, I'm making this video to show how the Lions' 0-16 season, was just a fluke, and how they can easily turn around next year and go 16-0. I'm going to document each game last season and how they lost and why they lost, and show the 0-9 schedule and how they can win every single game. Week 1, Detroit travels to Atlanta to face a team that would become a playoff team and who recently acquired free agent running back Michael Turner, who really had something to prove after coming out of San Diego being a backup. He ran for franchise record 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. They couldn't stop him. Michael Turner was too motivated to be stopped by the Lions. He had something to prove. He needed to do it then. No team would have stopped in week 1. Lions lost, but every other team would have lost that week too. Week 2 against the almighty Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers had just received a phone call from his dad, Brett Favre. And Brett Favre told him, "You need to go out there and prove it to the boys now that you are the man." He got a call from Brett Favre, and Favre told him, "You got to go out and prove it now. You're the man. You're the leader of the team. Show it against Detroit, September 14th, week 2. Go and do it." And that's what Aaron Rodgers did. No one could have stopped him. 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards. It wasn't the Lions' fault. It wasn't their fault. Aaron Rodgers came in and did what he had to do because Brett Favre told him to. So that's it. Week 3 against the 49ers. Frank Gore carried the ball 27 times for 130 yards. If you've ever played Madden 07, you know you give the ball to Frank Gore 27 times and no one can beat you. Okay? So they did that. They established it. The Lions couldn't do shit because of Frank Gore. So Frank Gore showed up and had a good game. And who stops him when he has a good game? He doesn't. They don't lose if he carries the ball 27 times. So after a bye week, the Lions got to host the Bears. At the time, we're 2-2. No one really knew what they were going to do, if Kyle Orton could put together a season or not, if he can actually, lead the team passing instead of just handing off. And he really proved this week against the Lions that he could pass in the beginning. Kyle Orton just really had a lot to prove. He said we're a 500 team right now. We gotta put this into winning. We gotta get this. We gotta put together a winning season. And he started it right then by going 3-2 against the Lions, putting Detroit at 0-4 and setting them up to travel to Minnesota. The Lions traveled to Minnesota. They lost the game 12-10. Unfortunately, this is the week that God told John Kitna, "You're not starting anymore. I don't even want to see you on a football field ever again, because you are basically Brett Favre, a Brett Favre that no one likes. That's what you are. And John said, "Well, I tried to be Brett Favre because people like him." But God said, "No, you play on shitty teams, and, you throw probably a couple more interceptions compared to touchdowns than Favre does. So, you play a lot like him. We don't like you. So get the fuck off the field." And so because they did that, Dan Orlovsky started in his place. He didn't throw any interceptions this game, amazingly. You see the 10-12 score there. He didn't throw any interceptions. But he did run out of the end zone. Of his own end zone. He saw a defensive player come at him and he went, "Oh shit!" And he just fucking ran backwards. And he didn't stop either. He was scared still. He hasn't played football very, very much. He's kind of new to it, so gotta give him a little bit of a break, especially since Kitna can't play anymore because God told him he can't. So, I mean, they lost 10-12. It could have been an overtime game if it wasn't for the fact that a scared first-time football player ran out of the end zone. He had one carry for negative yards and negative 2 points. And, Gus Frerotte played. Now, Week 7, October 19th. After traveling north to Minnesota, now the Lions are forced to travel south to Houston to face the Texans in an afternoon game of football. This is a good game. I mean, the score is 28-21. The Lions came back in the fourth quarter, but, they couldn't put it together to beat the Texans. Matt Schwab at the helm for the Texans. And once again, for the Lions, Dan Orlovsky, who this time didn't run out of the end zone, but he also, didn't throw for more than one touchdown. He had 265. He had worse than 50% completion percentage, and basically gave his team no chance to win. But I mean, once again, how can you really blame this guy? He's the only quarterback the Lions can get at all, the only possible quarterback they can have to play on their team, and he doesn't know how to play really. So, Week 8, the Lions get to host Sean Alexander and the Washington Redskins. Now this was a great game. I mean, the Redskins improved to 6-2 with a win over the Lions, 25-17. Sean Alexander gets the ball 6 times for 11 yards, fucking goes crazy. You can see him there in this picture. He looks like he in fact is heading to the ground. Looks like he is likely falling to the ground in this picture. But he caught a pass for 9 yards. I mean that. Week 9 marks the halfway point for the Lions, having a bye week earlier in the season, and they traveled this time to Chicago. The second game against the Bears, who were 4-3 coming into this week. Now, this is another game where the Lions, were there to win it. They lost 27-23. They were leading going into the second half and going into the fourth quarter. They lost off an incompletion in the end zone as time expired from Dan Orlovsky, who once again had trouble throwing the ball to his own players. It's really depressing to think about, really, that Rex Grossman's played in the Super Bowl. Kind of makes it feel like anything could happen, but not anything in a good way. Not like you can fucking be president tomorrow or go in outer space, but fucking the world could just flood tomorrow because it's like, oh shit, there's a lot of fucking rain today. Affects Grossman. Okay, anyway, sorry, I don't mean to talk about Rex Grossman so much. Lions, at this point, are now 0-8. And I mean, shit. Fuck.